In this video, boys, I'm going to be going over every single exchange in the Glitch Festival and talking about which ones I think are actually worth doing. So talking about the Invincible Nikola Jokic all the way down to the Amethyst cards, every single thing in this exchange, I'll be talking about what I personally do think is worth exchanging for. Now, it depends, obviously, how much money you're willing to spend on this game if you're doing it completely no money spent. So for example, Nikola Jokic, is he worth doing? For 99.9999999% of the player base, no, it's not, because he's impossible to get. He's probably $1,500, $2,000 of real life currency. So it's like, is it worth it? No. But if you're willing to spend that much money on this game, yes, he's the best point guard in my team. He's going to be the best point guard in this game until probably end game, until we get like the GOAT cards or whatever the highest tier card's going to be. And they have all, you know, more glitchy stats and more glitchy animations, a better jump shot. But he has like a really good jump shot. He has one of the best fades and he has the best dribble sigs in this game damn near. So it's like, what else could you really put on this card to make him better? He's 6'11" at point guard, but I don't think he's obviously worth exchanging for unless you're somebody that wants to spend a ton of money on this game. Same thing with Jimmy Butler. Yes, he's cheap. He's only 18 invincible pieces compared to 28. Now, if you're going to get 18 invincible pieces, I feel like you're spending already a lot of money on this game. You might as well go get 10 more invincible pieces, which I understand is a ton more, but it's going to get you a much better point guard for the long run. Jimmy Butler is going to be really good for now, but we're going to start getting these 6'9" Magic Johnson invincible cards. We're probably going to get a Ben Simmons, maybe not soon, but he's going to get an invincible or whatever, 100 overall, or he already has 100, but maybe an invincible Ben Simmons or GOAT Ben Simmons or something more. Like, there's just going to be these taller point guards in this game. So 6'7" is good at point guard right now, but like we know once we get to end game, we're going to be getting these crazy ridiculous 7-foot point guards like Nikola Jokic. So I do think Jokic is more worth it than Jimmy Butler. But again, are either of these cards necessarily worth it? In my opinion, no. Talking about this Dark Matter option pack, I mean, it's for 3 invincible pieces and I just don't really see the value in this. If this was like a 100 overall option pack, that makes a lot more sense in my opinion, or at least a 100 overall pack, maybe not option pack, but a 100 overall pack. I could understand the idea of doing this, but for a Dark Matter to exchange 3 invincible pieces, I personally just don't see it being worth it. If you are going to do this Dark Matter pack, don't do the non-option pack one. I think they just added that in there because in case people run out of the limit of 2, because there's only a limit of 2 on these Dark Matter packs, they want people to be able to spend more invincible pieces on this Dark Matter pack. But it's like, why would you choose the non-option pack one when they're for the exact same pieces? But now to talk about the 300 overall cards. The thing about these 300 overall cards is, honestly, Chet and Harden aren't like extremely better than their previous Dark Matter cards. Like, James Harden is quite a bit better because of the defense improvement, because of the Darius Garland dribble style does make a huge upgrade on this James Harden card. He is a lot better, and I just dropped my controller. Hold on one second. Just completely dropped my controller. But yeah, James Harden, he's not that much better than his Dark Matter card, but Chet is like not the same as his Dark Matter because he's obviously better. But I don't think Chet is necessarily worth it because he's also 100 overall pieces. I don't think Harden's necessarily worth it either. I think if you're going to get any 100 overall card, I personally would go for Dirk. Dirk's better than Chet in my opinion. I think he's got the better jump shot while also having about the same movements, maybe a little bit better. So I know he's more expensive, but if you're going to get any of these 100 overall cards, I would probably recommend Dirk. I think he's the best one, and that's the reason why he's 100 overall pieces compared to Chet and Harden. But like, if you're a huge fan of Harden or if you really like Chet cards, they're also really good cards, but it's really expensive to obviously exchange that many 100 overall pieces. Talking about this 99 premium pack for 500 overall pieces, is it 5 or 6? 5? I mean, I just don't think so. I mean, one Dark Matter is probably going to be somebody bad. I don't think it's necessarily worth doing. Now, talking about the Gally Simple West unsold coach, the thing about these coaches is they are very good. Like, I'll go take a look at him here in the collection so you guys can actually see like what stats he does upgrade and the badge he upgrades. I'm pretty sure that's Paint Prodigy, but I could be wrong. He does give a +5 3-point shot, +5 ball handle, +5 offensive rebound, +5 defensive rebound, +5 speed, and +5 strength. So good stat upgrades besides defense. It would have been nice if he gave like maybe a perimeter defensive upgrade, an interior, a steal, or a block upgrade, because at this point in the year, all these cards have high 3 balls. You know, they have high ball handle ratings. You know, the speed is nice to have and the strength is nice to have on center cards. Like, if you have a center card like Zach Edey with 86 speed or a Galaxy Wemby with 85 speed, having that +5 is super nice to have to make them a lot faster of cards. So I do like the speed on West Unsailed. And if you guys don't have a coach, let's say you have no coach in this game and you want a good coach, he's probably worth doing in that sense, just because of the fact that I know he's super expensive with 500 overall pieces, but if you guys really need to coach badly and you're not wanting to get enough 100 overall pieces to get like a 100 overall card, and you're maybe not looking to get any of these players, it's like if you already have a really good team and you're just looking to get a coach, then it's worth doing. But if you need players, obviously I think like some Dark Matters are really good and more worth it than talking about Wes Unseld. Now talking about the 97 overall pack, I just don't see any point in doing this. A Galaxy Opal for 300 overall pieces, like what even is the point of that? Like you can basically turn those 300 overall pieces into, is it 6 Dark Matters or is it more? Let me see. So if you take 100 overall piece, you're going to get 3 Dark Matters for 100 overall piece, which means that is 9 Dark Matter pieces for this pack. And you know what you can get with 9 Dark Matter pieces? You can either get a Dark Matter, which is Josh Giddey, or a Dark Matter Peja Stojakovic. So it's like, why would you do that for a Galaxy Opal when you can literally have a free Dark Matter guaranteed that's actually really good? And now to talk about these Dark Matters, honestly, all 4 of these cards are insanely good. For me personally, I think the 2 best here are Josh Giddey and Ben Wallace. Now, talking about which one is more worth doing, it depends. Are you going to be grinding a lot of this event, or are you going to be grinding a little bit of this event? If you're going to be grinding it all the way through, you're going to be getting the invincible pieces on Sunday. You're doing all of the challenges in the glitch event challenges screen. You're playing King of the Court to get the free Dark Matter piece, and maybe even more from getting top 50 or top 10% or whatever you do finish with. If you're going to be really grinding this game, no money spent, then I think Ben Wallace might be worth saving up for, because he is so good at power forward, dude. That card's jump shot is unbelievable. His defense is top tier. So it really just depends how much are you going to be playing this event, and it also depends what position do you need. If you need a point guard, yeah, get Josh Giddey over Ben Wallace. But let's say you already have 2 really good point guards you like. Let's say you got Jason Kidd in the last festival, and let's say there's another unauctionable point guard that you have that you really like maybe you have 100 overall Devin Booker that you really like. Why would you go get Josh Giddey? There's just no point to do that when you already have 2 good point guards you like. And let's say you need a power forward, then yeah, of course, go get a Ben Wallace. So it just really depends what cards you need as well. But I would say if I had to rank these cards without talking about their positions from 1 to 4, I'm gonna say Ben Wallace 1, Josh Giddey 2, Peja Stojakovic 3, and Kevin Love 4. But even Peja and Kevin Love are also really good cards as well. Peja is a 6'10" shooting guard with a great jump shot. Kevin Love is definitely the worst in my opinion, but he does have a really good jump shot. He's just only 6'8" at power forward, and he's not as good defensively as a Ben Wallace. Doesn't have the player model or the wingspan that Ben Wallace does have. And also I do think Ben Wallace's jump shot is a lot better as well. So these Dark Matters are really worth doing. These are probably some of the most worth exchanges to do in this entire exchange. So again, it really just depends what position you need, how much you guys are going to be grinding this game or spending money on this game to get these events pieces. Now talking about the first dynamic duo, which is going to be Darius Miles and Ricky Davis. It's for 1 Dark Matter piece, which isn't that much, but I don't think these cards are all that great as a dynamic duo, so I personally don't think it's worth doing. Now talking about the Galaxy Opals, some of these Opal cards are really good. Like Drummond for 15 Galaxy Opals, his jump shot is a little bit wonky because of his upper, but he's a really good card. Drummond is a really good power forward option. James Jones, he's also a really good shooting guard. Same thing with Tari Eason. So like if you guys are not wanting to spend that many pieces on, you know, to get the Dark Matters and stuff like that, or maybe you need some of these positions, like if you need a shooting guard, James Jones and Tari Eason are really good cards. I think I prefer James Jones a little bit more than Tari Eason, but they're basically the same card at the shooting guard position. Rondo, I would personally stay away from. He's only 6'1" at point guard, and just go get a Josh Giddey instead. He's just a lot better. If you really like Rondo, then yeah, maybe it's worth doing. But in my opinion, I would go for more of like a Drummond, a James Jones, and a Tari Eason. I would stay away from the Chris Paul and David West duo. Just not that great of cards. The Holo pack, stay away from. The 97 pack, stay away from, in my personal opinion. But these 2 Pink Diamond cards are really good, guys. Donovan Clingan is probably one of the most worth it, must-have cards in this entire exchange. 100%. If I could recommend a card, if you're not going to be spending a lot of event pieces, or you're not going to be spending money on this game, and you just want to get a really good card that's easy to obtain and that you can earn right now, super simple and super fast, go get Pink Diamond Donovan Clingan. He is so good at the center position. His jump shot is great. He's 7'2" at center with a 7'7" wingspan. Really good defensive card. But then also Matt Bonner. For only 8 Pink Diamond pieces, he's also a great card at the small forward position. 6'10" with a really good jump shot. I would stay away from Payne Pritchard. I mean, he's only 6'1" at point guard. Again, kind of the same thing as Rajon Rondo. If you like Payne Pritchard a lot, you're a huge Celtics fan, he could be a cool card to have, but again, not worth it in my opinion. Now the Jeff Green and Robert Ory duo is actually, sorry, not Robert Ory, Roy Hibbert. I don't know why I got their names mixed up. Actually not that bad to do. It's only 6 diamond pieces, and these cards are actually really good. So this might be worth doing if you guys really like that Roy Hibbert card to get him for basically free. The glitch 10 pack box I think is worth doing just because it's only 4 pink diamond pieces, and I feel like you might as well, right? Four pink diamond pieces, you get a 10 pack box. It's only a limit of 1, but you might have a good chance to pull somebody in crazy. That boy Rajin, he pulled Invincible Wemby and Dark Matter Dikembe from 1 free glitch 10 pack box. So if you need any incentive to go open it, that's the incentive. Now you're not going to pull Invincible Wemby, but he ended up doing that from a free glitch 10 pack box. The four pink diamond pieces for a legend badge, you do have a limit of 3. I think this is also worth doing as well, getting the legend badges in your collection. I would say the hollow 95 plus and the normal 95 plus is not worth doing in my opinion. The diamonds are not bad for diamond cards, like Larry Sanders for 1 diamond piece. Like if you're a newer player, these are good cards to grab as well. They're good cards to add to your squad, but realistically, if you have any other cards on your squad, they're not going to play over them. Talking about the other duos, I don't think any of these are worth doing besides maybe the Amethyst duo, because Isaiah Collier and Cody Williams do become hidden Dark Matters compared to the Amethyst. Like they go from Amethyst to Dark Matters and they do become really, really good. I think the Season 5 Super Pack for 5 diamond pieces is probably worth doing just because it's super easy to get. Only 5 diamond pieces is like nothing. It's like probably 1 Galaxy Opal piece is probably like 30 diamonds. I don't actually know the conversion rate, but I'm sure it's something along the lines of that. And you do have a limit of 5, so I think doing these is not a horrible risk. And then I would say everything else in the festival is probably not worth doing unless you need like a budget center and you want to get this Diop card, because I do think he's really good at the center or power forward position. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below, out of all of these exchanges, what have you guys completed so far? What are you guys working towards? And let me know again, what cards are you guys going for? What do you guys think about my opinions on all of these cards? I think there's a lot of stuff that's really worth it in this festival, but I think there's also quite a bit of stuff that I don't think is worth it in this festival as well. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys did find this video helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.